YouTube in that. YouTube's here now! Welcome, YouTube. Everyone knows that Twitch is my favorite. One looks taller. Hey, did you get taller?
Did I? I think it's just because of the haircut.
Imagine if you could, like, work out to get taller. Just to be like, whoa. You been working out recently? You look taller. What's up, Hayden? How's it going, Kexture? Hope you all have had a wonderful day. We have. Thank you very much.
Yeah. What's up, Aiden?
Let's put him on the rack and stretch.
I think about that sometimes.
Dude, I know that was, like, an ancient form of torture, but, like, also part of me is like, man, I bet you the back crack, though, before you get, like...
the first millisecond?
Yeah.
Probably felt good as hell.
Yeah. Like, a certain level where you're like, ooh, yeah, and then just like, okay, now it's
like,
bad.
The Incredibles?
Yeah. Y'all was late. Yeah, well, we only had 2 today, so we figured to push it back a little bit.
Alright, but yeah, we only have 2. A little bit of a short stream today.
Yeah. Way to go, the spec should turn out to be a pretty mean machine. Oh, heck yeah.
No, this is great.
Yeah, I know, you were set.
Mm-hmm.
That's a very good PC. Nice shirt one. Yeah, you got the...
Thank you.
Ripping the Fury.
Yeah.
It's funny, because I'm the one who tests all their RAM, and I'm like, come on, Kingston, nothing for me.
You're not the first person to tell me where I get that shirt from. I'm gonna turn that up slightly.
Yeah, you're good. How many PCs you up on today? 2 of them. 2 PCs. So we got another one after this. And yeah. So, pretty quick and easy stream. Good for a lazy Wednesday. Ugh. I'm grateful that it's Wednesday, though, man.
Yeah.
Everything before Wednesday is just like, oh man, it's only this day. But
Tell me
after
about
Wednesday, it's like, you know, tonight I go home, go to bed, wake up on Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday.
Yep, it's Friday Eve.
And then Friday. And then the weekend. Arcane.
Ladies and gentlemen, the week. Did you watch SNL this weekend?
I did, yeah.
What'd you think of, what's his face? Bill Burr.
I thought his monologue had, like, if anything, just, like, really bad timing or delivery. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, all the
it just seemed like nothing was really, like, landing. And it wasn't that it wasn't, like, funny necessarily. It's just, like, I don't know. But there are some good sketches on it.
For sure. Yeah, a lot of people were saying that about his, appearance.
But yeah, I thought the Rorschach test was pretty funny.
I don't know if I saw that one.
Oh, it was probably the best sketch of that night, but yeah. Honestly, Ariana Grande set the bar.
Oh, did she?
Like this season, and I feel like no one's meeting it. Not even John Mulaney met it.
Wait, is she a recurring guest?
No. She just hosted.
Oh, she just hosted that one, and just after that. Are you a fan of John Mulaney?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah?
I don't, like, follow him as, like, you know, hardcore now, but
okay.
he was, like, coming out with his specials back in the day.
Yeah. He was cool. I know he's had some things in his life.
Mm-hmm.
But, he was pretty funny.
What's up, Sif the Noodle Dragon? How you doing?
Yo.
I don't know who you're talking about. Yeah, I know. We just had, like, a bunch of names. It's all good.
You know, it's funny because if someone started talking about, like, up-and-coming comedians now, I'd probably be like, who?
Yeah. So are you all the primary builders of all PCs that come through? No. So there's many other builders. One is one of them when he's not on screen, as well. But yeah, there's many people behind the scenes.
I was looking for the Susans.
Also, I'm young. I don't know who you were talking about. that can also be the case.
Oh yeah. Especially like Bill Burr.
Yeah. I got that build. I would replace the CPU and motherboard. Why don't you build a PC on screen? What do you mean we gotta build a PC on screen?
What are you talking about?
Oh yeah, it's the blue one.
The blue one. For the bloom.
Fucking you on the right. Oh, okay. Well, I'm not actually a builder. That is not my job. I used to do QC when I first started here, which basically meant after they built it, I put all the software on it, and I tested it, and I fixed anything that was broken, I replaced any parts that needed to be replaced. Now I do research and development, so I do build a lot more PCs, but I build them for testing reasons, so, again, my cable management is not going to look as good as someone like Wand. I'm mostly just getting data.
Bro, burning is like, in my opinion, that do not represent the views of the company. Burning is like 10 times worse because, like, I don't know, I just hate working after somebody. I want to be the first MFer to touch
That's
this.
so funny. Nah, dude, I love it because, like, if anything, like, I don't know, I kind of like finding the mistake and being like, oh. I was also super nice though. Like, you never would have caught me being like, "Oh my god, look at you! You left the sticker on the air."
Nah,
like,
bro, I was Chef Ramsay on that line.
Nah, man. I was Lakind. Yeah.
I was like,
What's up, Seneca?
yeah.
Wand's a certified pro. Basically, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. I could build a PC live on stream, but it would probably take me a lot longer because if I'm talking and building at the same time, you're gonna watch me install and uninstall the same fan like 3 times.
You don't want to hear me just talk off stream.
Because the body goes on autopilot, I swear. Also, like, you know, you're paying for the good one, you know, care. Do you know Maximus ARGB? No.
Christmas just a week of what the? A little bit more than a week, but alright.
I mean, you would feel that way when, like when you go down the neighborhood and everyone's already got all the Christmas stuff out. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Guess I'm walking in a winter wonderland for the next month and a half. Like I'm gonna do it too, but like I'm gonna wait till December at least.
Dude, why don't they just do that for like all the holidays? Fuck it, dude. Start putting Halloween decorations up in summer. Like, might as well.
Some people do, yeah.
Because, you know, we have, like, that big gap of no holidays, so might as well stretch it out.
Yeah, like 4th of July and then nothing.
Exactly. Start putting up your Halloween decorations in September.
July 5th, everything is spooky. Download the correct RAM. Teamwork makes the stream work, exactly. We had our first snow of the year today. Oh, very exciting.
Cool.
Oh, man. I was like, still no snow in the mountains really yet. Although I guess Big Bear got some snow a while back, but yeah. Although I was looking at my area and it was like, oh, this weekend lows in the 30s, and I'm like, ugh. Oh, no. Hoping I'll get a little snow this year, or in winter sometime.
Well, maybe.
Get the 1 inch on the ground and be like, this is why I got a Subaru, and then just drive through it like that.
Some donuts.
It's okay, everyone. I have a Subaru. The snow will not deter me. It's 53 degrees here. Ooh, that is cold. I don't know, when I get home to walk the dog, it's like high 50s, and it is a little chilly, I will tell you that. Dude, can I just talk about my dog for a second?
Yeah.
Homie is so weird. So he started, lifting his leg to pee, you know? Which, fantastic. So he's like, when he goes on a walk, he wants to mark everything.
Yeah.
So I don't know how this happened, but he somehow started associating going to the bathroom with, doing it onto a plant or an object or something. So what homie does now is when he has to poop, he goes and he like strategically lines up his butt onto a plant. So he can poop onto and into the plant. And last night it was somebody's little light. And I was like, do not poop on the light. He's so weird. Yeah, I would feel bad, except we're like, you know, one of the few people around the neighborhood who actually cleans up our dog's poop. Every time. Every time. I'm waiting for somebody to be like, hey, and I'm gonna be like, why, you see the bags? I'm not your enemy.
Did you see
Snow tires for SoCal.
Yeah, right.
CPU Pro's 9800X3D review. Oh, yeah, I was hearing. I think it's already, like, sold out basically everywhere.
Surprise.
Yeah. Fahrenheit is something the European
Wait,
mind cannot comprehend. I guess that's fair. Guess what I did? What'd you do? What's for dinner? Oh, man.
I don't know.
Well, I made a pizza last night, which was my lazy meal, you know, just pop that in the oven. So tonight I think I have to make circle dinner. That's zucchini cut into circles, potato cut into circles, and sausage cut into circles, and then you just kind of cook it all together in some butter, and you call it a meal. It's very good.
Butter cut in circle?
No, the butter is a liquid at that point. So I made candles. It's literally so easy. Oh, nice. CPU Pro is the person who keeps ragging on AMD CPUs on the user benchmark site. Okay. I always trust user benchmark reviews of AMD CPUs. Yeah, it's
definitely not.
as somebody who like literally tests hardware for a living, it's incredibly obvious that like there's a huge bias in their testing. 'Cause there's just like no frickin' way. Well, I don't know if anybody else is, ooh, actually, hold on, yeah. No, candle making is not easy. It was kind of hard, but fun. That was for a different thing, by the way. Ah, I gotcha. That thing looks huge, lol. It's pretty big. There's definitely bigger, though, so don't worry too much on that front. Celsius is easy. Fahrenheit is book with 7 seals. Yeah. When you grow up with, you know, Imperial and Fahrenheit and all the weird things that we use here, it just becomes second nature, and then everything that makes sense makes no sense to you. If I buy a new motherboard, will I have to update the BIOS? Depends. If that motherboard needs to be, like, updated to support whatever chip you're putting into it, like, let's say the chip that you're putting into it came out after that board was originally released, but obviously it's still the same chipset, then you might have to BIOS update it, but usually you don't, unless you just want the latest BIOS. Go to RAM brands on mid-range builds. On mid-range, G-Skill. Probably be like my bet. What is it? The T-Force Deltas actually are my best friend these days. Love those guys. Corsair is an option too if you're okay with using IQ. If you use their non-RGB stuff, honestly, fantastic. But let's, yeah, it's true. I have a red King 95, I can confirm it is a fishbowl, yeah. Already made sense of inches, that took a while, yeah. 12 of them are in a foot. 3 feet is a yard. It really is just like so weird. And acres, because we have a similar old unit here. It's just weird because like I can visualize it like acres. I can visualize miles. I cannot visualize kilometers. It'd be like it's 3 kilometers away. I'd be like,
what?
That could be so many different distances in my head. In the meantime, my family set up the printer on top of my PC. I unplugged that thing immediately. Gotcha. Almost like they wanted to fry my PC, yeah. I like G-Skill Flare X5 for AMD. Yeah, not bad. Will the inside change colors, or is it just one solid light? No, it'll change colors.
Yeah, it's RGB.
It's going to have a program on it called Signal RGB, which you can use to basically change any of the fan lights, and even down to like the individual LEDs, any color you want. So it's pretty cool. Miles is dumb, because a German mile is 3 to 4 American miles. We had miles as a unit back in the day. Oh, weird. Does that case come with fans?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh wow, this is my first build, so I'm excited. Yeah, heck yeah, get hyped. This is going to be a really nice build. It's going to look really good when you're done with it, and it's going to play fantastic. It is from 1,000 feet or thereabouts versus 1,000 steps. I guess that makes sense. That's what I was shooting for. I built it blindly, so I hope it's alright. Yeah, no, it's totally fine. Acres for 43,560 square feet or 4,840 square feet. They'd just be making random numbers and call it a unit of measurement. So true. But after a while, you get used to it. You can be like, yeah, this is about, 3/4 an acre of a lot. It's crazy.
Joe, is it true that in the old times, it's called feet, because they would measure it off the king's feet?
I don't know.
Like, that would be the standard measurement? I feel like that, I don't know, that sounds too fake for me to believe.
Cooler and RAM 6 have different RGB headers, so they can have active gradients as well as solid colors. I made mine deep red, but I feel like an ice blue might look nice in this one. Yeah, you got some definitely good color options. An acre is what one man can mow with a scythe in one day. Man, that is like a really rough measurement, because like depends on the man. I feel like it'd be like 10 swings before I would be like, ooh.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, and like, I mean, that's the girl swing, but like, yeah. Any do's or don'ts I should know about as far as keeping it running and not ending up with a burnt up PC? Honestly, it should take care of itself for the most part. If you ever notice that temperatures are getting really hot in your machine, mostly like down the line, the first thing to check would be the cooler itself. But otherwise, it's just a matter of making sure that you keep the thing, from getting too much dust in it, so that the air can move through it.
And then the the rate of dust maintenance kind of depends on your area. If you live in a dustier area, you might have to do it more frequently. All that you can just do with the visual inspection, how it's looking. The AIO too, you can pop this off super easily. So when you need to look at the radiator, it's just up top. Is
it best to keep it running or shut it off when done? Personal preference.
Yeah, personal preference.
Yeah, I shut my PC off every time I'm done using it.
Me too.
But I go for pretty, big, time gaps between being on the computer and not because I work, here and all that.
Yeah.
But I know a lot of like folks who just keep it on in sleep mode most of the time.
Yeah, like if you work from home or something, or you're just on and off the computer all day, it's fine if it's on.
Ooh. Yeah. You guys playing anything fun recently? I fell back into League of Legends.
What the?
I know. You wouldn't think
Tried so hard.
that the show would have anything to do with it because it's like so different from the game. But yet here I am.
You can't ship characters in the game.
Watch me.
Oh my god. I mean, in your imagination, yes, but in the game.
It doesn't matter because actually my main in League got like a rework in the time since I've played it, which is like, I don't know, whenever the last season of Arcane came out was the last time I played it. He got like a rework and he's like so OP now, and I'm just like, oh, okay. This is a good time to get back into this.
God.
Yeah, he was pretty broken before, so yeah, it was Aurelian Soul. It was basically just a dragon, star dragon. Because, like, if you can play as anything, you can play as a dragon, come on. The other thing I play as is a Nivea, who's like an ice bird, so that really just tells you everything about me.
I was gonna say, you play as a graphics card?
Why 1400K, not 9800X 3D? Well, 9800X 3Ds are going to be really hard to find in general. I don't even know if we're offering them right now. And 1400K is just good CPU.
I've seen one roll through. Like, one.
Yeah, I think they're going to be hard for everyone to get, including us. Cooling has got to be solved in that huge case. Wow.
Yeah, no, this is pretty good.
Do y'all have PC Game Pass? I do. I probably should stop it though because I actually haven't used it in a while.
Yeah, that's why
I have too many games, so like.
Microsoft got their get back when I signed up.
Yeah, I've got too many games, so it's very rare that I'm like, man, I just need another game to play that I wasn't interested enough in to not like buy. But yeah. Red Dead Redemption, such a good game. I set to auto sleep mode after 1 hour. Yeah, there you go. See, I hate my computer going into like sleep mode and like locking me out. So I set my computer to never go to sleep, and I just turn it off when I'm done because that's who I am. Some programs have weird issues if the PC is left on for more than like 2 days. It just restarts every so often if there are any problems. Yeah, it'll definitely do it. If it needs to, or like if Windows really wants to push an update, it'll do it.
Yeah, I still have my habit. That's why I turn it off every time I'm done from like the olden Windows days of like XP and Vista.
Oh, which is really annoying when you come back and you're like, I gotta roll back this update because it messed with my PC in some way. And then you come back to it the next day and you're like, and I gotta roll it back again because it updated it again.
That happens to me with freaking Bluetooth drivers.
I'm gonna play some Beastie Ball in a bit since that released into early access today. Beastie Ball, I haven't even heard of that.
Hey, what's up, Stocky Jack?
I'll
Thank you
look
for
into
the bids.
Thank you. A few weeks ago I asked about some pre-builds and you guys mentioned 011 Dynamic for a build to buy. Any new pre-build that might have the 9800X?
Not anything on our website? Or wait, I worded that wrong.
Yeah, I was like, if it's not on our website, then probably not.
Yeah. There you go. We haven't launched any new SKUs as far as I know, but we probably did update our existing ones for the new CPU.
If you don't lock your screen, someone will send an email to your department that you will bring cake the next day, self-baked, of course. Yeah, we had something sort of like that.
Yeah, it's a little bit more millennial, I think.
Yeah, if you didn't lock your computer, somebody would type in Slack, "I'm a hungry baby," and then we had a Slack bot that would be like, that would then kind of make fun of you. And it started out as a prank, but then it kind of became a good way of getting people to lock their screens. You want to get hungry baby. Overvoltage issue makes me wear a 14th gen. Yeah, but they have like the motherboards have very greatly kneecapped a lot of that with their updates. So as long as you're on the more recent BIOS update, you're fine. How many people here remembers Windows NT?
That was before my time.
Yeah.
Oh wait. Windows NT, was that the Windows 8 ARM version? Is that what that was?
It's from the same developers of Chicory and Wandersong. So there's a lot of personality and glowing reviews from people who playtested it. Oh, nice. You have to check it out. Sorry,
Dude.
but I'm here. Welcome in.
Talking about disaster. I mean, like, Windows 11 might get a lot of flack, but it's not Windows 8.
True.
That Windows 8 rollout was crazy.
That was tough, yeah.
People were out from Microsoft blood.
The Cronus is sitting out after 3 years' time. Time for new parts. Yeah, 3 years is a good, like, upgrade cycle for some stuff.
Yeah, you could probably find, and probably cheaper parts too.
I just got the Azure 2 off Newegg with the Ryzen 7 7700X and 7800 XT. Hopefully a solid PC. My first pre-built from Skytech. Very nice.
Heck
Good
yeah,
choice.
good choice. That's
yeah,
a nice
I think
case.
that's gonna be a really good one.
Nice and sleek, slim.
Some people think they need a PC to last like 7 years, huh? I mean, depending on
It
what
can.
you're doing on it, yeah, but it's true.
If you're not playing, like, every new COD when it comes out, if you kind of just have your couple little games that you are happy with, it can.
It's still going. Just got to replace the 3060 that came with it. Already put a new liquid cooler and CPU in 4 months ago. Nice.
Nice.
So if I use my PC all day, is it fine to leave it in sleep mode overnight? Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it shouldn't be any problem. I like how the color of this is technically Prussian blue.
What? Prussian blue?
That's what it says on the box. Prussian blue.
Prussian blue. Holy crap.
And it's like,
Dang.
I didn't know that was a color, but
Nice. Yeah.
I was like, are they riffing off of like the Russian blue, which is a cat breed?
Well,
And they're like Prussia.
Prussia was a real country, wasn't
Yeah.
it? Okay, yeah. I was like, the history, no?
But it's just like Prussian blue, but then like there's also a cat breed called the Russian blue, so I'm like,
Ironically, a gray cat.
yeah.
I don't see no blue on that cat.
Dude, my best friend brought home 2 kittens recently, and I got to meet them this weekend.
Oh.
It was very cute. One is a little gray kitty with like medium-ish fur, so she's like very soft and just a beautiful cat. Has a very cute little meow, and then the other one's like a little Bengal boy.
Oh, Bengal.
Yeah, and he's just like full of personality. Like I can already tell. Has no problem like approaching people.
Yeah.
It's just like doing a backflip for no reason. And you're
Oh,
like,
you gotta be careful with Bengals, dude. They're valuable.
Yeah.
Might get yoinked.
Well, I mean, he's still like very clearly a little, shelter kitty, but
Yeah.
yeah, definitely you can tell there's Bengal in him.
Do you think he's a full Bengal or like a?
No. 'Cause
No?
He,
Oh, okay.
He was actually litter mates with the gray cat, so
Oh,
it's gonna be
okay.
too much Bengal.
Yeah. He probably won't get stolen then.
Yeah.
It's sad that's a consideration.
It's still going. Just gotta replace the 3060 that came with it. Already put a new liquid cooler. Oh, sorry, I already wrote down. Pip. I only upgraded from a 10-year-old laptop when it stopped playing Stardew Valley without issue. It's funny though, going back to laptops that I had just like a couple years ago and being like, oh, I used to game on this, like, no issue.
Right?
Let me play the same game on it, updated now, obviously, and it like runs at 17 frames, and I'm like...
Yeah, the poor, like, laptop that I used to make try to run Minecraft at 20 frames.
I always wondered, when you replace a part on a PC, ugh, do you keep the part somewhere or just sell it on the second-hand market?
Whatever you want.
Yeah, it depends. I think most people who don't really have a need for it would just sell it, or like, you know, give it to someone else who could use that as an upgrade.
Yeah.
But if you're in any way like an IT professional or techie, I usually keep any old parts as like known good spares, so that if I ever need to like troubleshoot something, I know that CPU works, and if I have if I'm testing something and it's got a motherboard that takes that chip, I can put that in there and see if it boots, because I know that CPU's good. So if it doesn't boot, then it's not the CPU that's the issue, it's something else.
Are you playing Overwatch Classic? There's already a Classic?
Yeah, there is. I have not yet, but I do plan on like dabbling
game like
in it.
8 years old barely?
10?
10? Oh, okay, excuse me.
Maybe even longer than that, now I'm trying to think. But, yeah, I'm definitely gonna dip into it, because I did not play Overwatch when it first came out. I didn't have a console that it was on, and I didn't have a good gaming PC at the time. So, I'm here to see the,
It's 8.
yeah.
I figured.
I'm here to see what the old meta is, and how some of the old movesets worked.
Do you think you still name McCree in the old one?
That's a good question, actually. I am curious. I can't imagine that they did, but...
That's hilarious. They just straight up renamed them.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, lesson learned. Maybe don't name a character after a real person. 'Cause...
Oh! Okay, I didn't know the entire backstory.
Yeah, you didn't know that's why?
No.
So yeah, so McCree was named after, like, something McCree, whatever, the guy who worked at Blizzard, who was kind of at the center of that huge scandal years ago.
Oh, okay, totally
yeah.
understand. Okay, yeah, he's probably
Yeah.
not gonna be named McCree.
So they changed it because of that.
Holy crap.
Yeah. Yeah, Jesse McCree was the guy's name. But it's like, ooh, okay. Yeah, probably shouldn't name characters after real people, because you just never know.
Yeah, that's dangerous.
Dumb question about
Yeah,
Prison Play
Cassidy,
long ago.
yeah.
Fans make a ticking noise. Is that normal, or the fan going out? LOL. If it just started making that noise, that's pretty suspicious. Doesn't necessarily mean that the fan's going out. I would also check and make sure that there isn't something like hitting the fan blade. If you can kind of isolate it when it's on, maybe take the side panel off. And when the fans are spinning, if you touch them in the middle like this, you can stop it and it won't hurt you or anything. But if you can do that and figure out when the sound stops, that'll tell you what fan it is. Ooh, I almost lost my life. This whole thing was the back.
What happened?
Nothing. Almost fell. That'll like help you figure out what fan it is. And I would check first and foremost that there isn't anything like in the way of that fan blade. Like if you spin it yourself a little bit, is it hitting something like a wire? Because if it's making like a ticking sound, my first thought is one of the other wires or something is maybe like touching it now. Like maybe it moved or vibrated over time and is touching a fan blade. If that's not the case though, you can always call customer support. They can kind of help you out with that. Because it could be that, yeah, fan's going bad or something, and they can get you a replacement. It could be a bearing. It could be a bearing.
M340? I wish, dude. I wish. I'm still working towards it, but it's gonna be a little bit.
Now it's Cassie? Okay. that would have been wild if they back on that, but yeah. me check the YouTube. PC in the back is not on. Yeah, it doesn't actually do anything. When we have it on, it's just kind of running idle.
Yeah. Also, what's up, Lowly Film? Hope you're doing well.
What's up, John?
What's up?
Montech King is a sweet case. I noticed Gear Seekers had the silver version.
Dude, that silver one's fire.
That isn't available in Canada yet. You call it the
Oh.
version. Limited edition with only 2024 made.
Pain.
Oh, wow.
I didn't know it wasn't available in Canada. I would have been like, oh, you don't want that.
Do you get a CPU bracket with each Intel build for free? Yeah.
Yes. If it needs it. If you get a lower end one, I believe you can still option one in, but
we're not gonna put one on like your 12400F because it doesn't need it.
Exactly. How about the Hue? Dude, I keep forgetting. I've actually just been skipping lunch.
Dude, I saved so much money by doing
So
that
bad.
for years.
That's so bad. But yeah, thanks for reminding me. I gotta look into it. I think I'm gonna get the strawberry and the banana flavor.
Sorry, I'm yawning so much. But yeah, I don't know if anybody else is watching season 2 of Arcane, but I watched part 1 because they're doing like 3 episodes at a time over the next 3 weeks. And that was like the biggest mistake was watching that because like I can't think about anything but that freaking show. Like here I am at work just being like, God, I wish it was Saturday.
You gotta watch your Saturday morning cartoon.
I can't think about anything else. I'm just like, what's gonna happen?
Did you go get your bundt cake?
I did. Not this weekend, but I did get it back when we were talking about it. I got me a bundt cake. Yeah.
How was it?
It was good. I got the confetti one. It was pretty nice.
Nice.
I was gonna say someone needs a nap. Yeah. It's just oxygen. I start breathing too much, and then I start yawning a bunch, which makes me breathe more. Which makes me yawn more. It's like a whole thing. Yeah, breathe. That's why.
You breathe too much.
You over-oxygenate. Hence yawning.
Yeah, I guess.
But yeah, I want to go back to the bundt cakes. I gotta wait until all the Halloween candy is gone, and then at least a week goes by after that to like do a cleanse. A sugar cleanse.
Yeah, go tell your doctor what,
I know,
see what he
right?
says about your levels.
My doctor's a lady, thank you.
Oh, what she says about your levels, sorry. That came out of me.
Way to assume.
I know, it's programmed, I'm sorry. You don't even realize it.
No, that's fine. But yeah, then I want another bundt cake. Someone get her Starbucks. She is tired, poor girl. I don't do well on caffeine though. That's my problem. So it's like I'll be tired without caffeine, but then I'm on caffeine and I'm like paranoid. How much does a finished build normally weigh? Oh, that's a good question. Probably close to like 40, 50 pounds, depending on the build. What's your heaviest build ever? Something like custom loops.
11. Yeah, okay, yeah, never mind.
The Braithorn build?
Yeah, I'm sure that thing was
man, and I tested a case this last week that was so heavy that I failed it on that regard. Because I was like, dude, this thing is heavy with nothing in it.
Damn.
Yeah. I thought I heard blunt cake, and then I realized bundt cake. 420 bake it, yeah. Oh, my Beastie Ball has built-in randomizer and Iron Man mode. Whoa, nice. Caffeine's bad for you. Yeah, I never really picked up any kind of caffeine like dependency, and I think it's kind of worked out for me in the long run. Except for every time I go camping with other people, I forget that other people need coffee. And so, like, in the morning, I'm waking up, I'm making breakfast. And I got a bunch of people who are looking at me totally sour, and I'm like, what's wrong? And they're just like, I have a horrible headache, I need caffeine. And I was like, oh. I didn't think about that.
We need to start treating those like we treat alcoholics. I'm kidding.
But yeah, I also sleep really easily though, so I'm like, you know, maybe I'm. Everyone else I know has insomnia, so I think I'm doing pretty good. Wish I had this man's job. I love building PCs. Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely worse things you could do with your time.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Shoot, even me when I'm like looking at the computer too long, doing too many reports, I'm like, okay, I gotta build. Somebody send me cases to test. And this Leonardo, you guys are gonna build my PC next. I hope I can see it when I'm at work. Oh heck yeah!
Heck yeah.
Welcome in, Leonardo. You are up after this. What's your like estimation?
Like 20 minutes.
In about 20 minutes, yours will be up.
Mm-hmm.
You get good PC parts when you order a Skytech PC pre-built from Amazon?
Yes.
Yes. Or rather, like, you get the same things that you would get from PC that you ordered from our website.
You're actually talking to the person that decides what part's going.
Hey. Oh, wait, is that me?
Yes,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
you.
Okay.
What did you think was me?
No, I approve parts, and then other people make SKUs with
Okay,
it.
yeah, you don't make the SKUs, but you make up the material that
Yeah.
they base the
Which is
SKUs
why
off
sometimes I'll be like, and you know, I recommend this with this and only this, and then I'm like, why the heck is this on?
Yeah. Oh, really?
Just goes to show you can write an entire novel and be like, yeah, and nobody will read it. On my research. What's a build like this cost? I don't know, but it's definitely on the higher end of things.
Yeah, this is pretty high.
Welcome in, the Mama Bear. How you doing?
Yo. Welcome.
How much do you reject from testing, just like in general?
Yeah, I'm actually curious too. What's your rate?
It totally depends on what the item is. So, like, I don't know, there's certain stuff that's really hard for us to test in, like, to the extent that I would like to test it to.
What's your rejection rate on fans?
On fans?
Yeah.
Fairly high.
Fairly high? Are all of those
I would say...
reject worthy?
No, it's usually about, like, 50%, I would say. And most of the time it's because they come with, like, oh, here's, like, a whole proprietary software and,
Okay,
you know,
software, yes.
or, like, you know, controllers, everything is proprietary. That's when I'm like...
How bad is the controller to work with?
Depends. I showed you that. And then sometimes they're, like, unifans, or, like, you know, 3 and all that.
Oh, yeah.
And then I have to think about,
No,
like,
those
okay,
are-
so what's the actual application of this?
We
How
can't.
many... Yeah, it's like, how many times do we need exactly 3 fans? And then we have to have another fan that doesn't match it in there? Like, so I pretty resoundingly reject those, and I get those a lot.
Oh my god. Why do they keep trying? It just doesn't work in a situation for us. You need to buy those fans, like, purpose-built for your own PC.
Yeah. But yeah, in general, I prefer ones that are PWM.
That's fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's that.
Just because then I figure it's like, well, you can put them in basically any build. They're a lot easier for a customer to, like, if they had a fan die, let's say, we can send them a fan with that, and it's a lot easier just to be like, hey, plug it into this header. Or, you know, like, find where the splitter is for it and plug this in. A lot more applications for them if we end up having random numbers of them, you know, because you can kind of just put them in any kind of build.
Hey.
Don't have to have any kind of ecosystem.
So you know how we used in-wind Jupiters for, like, many years?
Yeah.
What if we just keep going?
With the in-winds?
Yes.
I mean, we could, but...
I mean, I know it's not up to you.
I've never had an issue with the Jupiters. I actually love them.
I'm sure. I'm sure it's, like, a cost thing.
Or, I don't know if anyone's actually making them anymore.
Oh, are you serious?
Either that, or, like, you know, sometimes they retire things, or they do, like, another iteration of it. So they kind of did that with the Sirius loops. Because the original Sirius loops were very...
Oh, is there new Sirius loops?
Yeah.
What are they like?
The new ones are actually totally fine, too.
Oh,
and
okay.
our standard PWM. Love it.
So were the old ones.
Oh, yeah, I guess you're right.
The Jupiters
Just the Jupiters are proprietary, yeah.
Cable.
But yeah,
Which
I get.
honestly, it's not the worst. I'll be honest.
But yeah, I get a fair amount of fans. What was one recently that? But yeah, and then sometimes I feel like I approve fans, especially whenever I get them in like a set of 3 or something in a box, and it's like really nice. I usually end up liking those ones a lot, proving it, and then I feel like we never buy or use them.
I don't like fans that end up having to cost you adapters. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I do like the daisy chain ones.
Yeah, when they daisy chain.
Yeah.
Those are my favorite. Cable managing them sucks, but being able to just daisy chain everything, whew.
Yeah, I don't mind that as much as like, running out of PWM splitters or ARGB splitters, and it's like, sweet, I gotta go run around and find some.
Mm-hmm. Things that get high rejection. Cases,
I figured.
yeah. Cases, I would say 50-50 or even like 60-40, like reject rate. And then even from what I approve, it's like if somebody doesn't like the design look, they just don't like the aesthetic.
Yeah, there's still sales after Cal.
Yeah, or if we can't get like a good price on it, yeah. But cases can be very, strangely, I guess it makes a lot of sense. I don't have as many rejections these days because the companies have figured out what I will reject them for.
Or is it just sales not even bothering with
Yeah,
certain models?
sometimes that too. So.
Bro's really like, yeah, the industry shifted towards my needs, so I'm really happy about that.
Yeah. I fail a fair amount of motherboards, but usually, it's still like lower end stuff like that. I bench all of them with like basically the whole
Does the brand
suit.
start with an M?
Surprisingly not as many as you'd think.
Okay.
Yeah, I have other issues with. I mean, I have had to, but yeah. But yeah, that kind of stuff. There's my friend's PC you're building. Oh, nice. Well, welcome in.
Welcome.
Can you send in GPUs to be fixed? No. Well, if you have one of our PCs, and it's under warranty and all that, and you talk to customer service and they think that your GPU might be the problem, then yeah, they'll fix the GPU, or they'll rather...
They'll replace it. We don't do
yeah.
any servicing of individual components.
Yeah, that unfortunately is kind of like a...
Yeah, so like we send the GPUs to either get fixed or replaced to their OEM.
How long does this process usually take? Building? About an hour and a half.
Yeah, it's completely dependent on the case.
Montech evolves, cause electric motors get better. SPW, and what else? Well, a lot of things run like proprietary fans, so they'll have a different kind of like header and input that they want you to run through a controller that then runs PWM to the motherboard. So that's the main thing, is if I can just cut out the controller altogether, because it's actually just like another, from like a troubleshooting standpoint, it's another like area of failure that you kind of just add into the connection. If you have like something wrong with the fan, then it's either the fan or the the motherboard header. But if you're running it through controller, it'd be the fan, the controller, the motherboard header, SATA power, all the other things that run through it. But yeah. Guessing most. Oh, and other than PWM, the other kinds of fans that you'll see chilling sometimes are Molex.
Okay. There's no upside to that.
No, because you can't control fan speed.
2025 coming up.
That's my favorite, actually. Is like if I ever did a case sent to me to test and it has Molex fans, I'm just like,
power.
I'm about to get an earful. And by earful, I mean like I'm gonna type a paragraph where I, in the politest way, say, excuse me. I'm guessing most King 95s you get are the Pro version. I think mine was a regular version because it was the Skytech branded fans instead. As all 9 fans, including the ones in the AIO. Yeah, that is true. We have the Pro and we have the regular.
Yeah, regular will get Skytech fans.
That Skytech Kelsey only want cases with mesh airflow. It's true.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm open to anything if the airflow is good, but they know what I'm gonna do. If they know how I'm going to test it, and yeah. Because basically what I like to do is, on the fishbowls it's a little different. I have to do the back panel mostly, but what I'll do is I'll take the front panel off after testing it, and then I retest it again. And you'll usually see a temperature difference there, but if it's like more than like 4C at most, fail. Because then that just means that that front panel is like really restricting airflow. What kind of testing process do you go through once you get this built? So basically after this gets built, it goes and gets Windows put on it. We put the drivers on it. We stress test it for a while. Just like basically put the CPU and the GPU under load and run it. Because like if there's anything wrong with the CPU or GPU, it's going to come out while it's stressing. Same thing with the RAM. And yeah, we let it run like that. Look for any issues. If there are any issues, then person who's burning it basically is going to troubleshoot it down, figure out what the component is that's going wrong, pull it out, put a better one in, repeat ad infinitum until PC is good, passes all of our tests, all of our checks, and then yeah. Can't wait for GTA 6. It's almost 2025. True. Yeah, I don't know. I like this blue. The red's pretty too, but this blue reminds me of that like very specific Hot Wheels blue. It's nice. In Word, you can make text markers that you can type, and then you can just save some text paragraphs of common complaints and have that on shortcut. Yeah, I kind of wonder if I should just do testing, and my reports now should be like how TV Tropes is. Let's be like chosen one, but instead it's like glass in front of fans, like Molex fans. For example, you type Molex and you pre-made a paragraph on why Molex is bad and what appears true. I could definitely do that. But then I wonder if they'd feel like I just like wasn't putting in enough effort.
I have a feeling not everybody is rating those.
Oh yeah, I do too. Here I am giving like great notes. The thing that sucks though too is like actually a lot of the notes, especially on like CPUs and junk, are really important. And I think come in handy for like the burners, and I'm just like, I wish I could just give this to them. Like, here's the new chips.
Wait, why
coming
don't
out.
you? Isn't there a burners channel?
Yeah, I guess I could in some kind of form, but there's also just a bunch of other random junk in there, like in my report that I don't know if they would.
Oh, I see. It's not like.
But it would give them like, here's the expected temperature for this and all that, which I mean they'll find out, but it's kinda nice to be able to,
Yeah, after hands-on, they usually pick it up.
Hey, look at that. Yeah.
Alright, folks. This build is done. It is finished. It is complete.
Very nice.
Very nice little AIO. Very cool.
Beautiful. Alright, this PC is done. It's going to go and get Windows put on it. All the drivers that you need, so out of the box, it's ready to go. You can just set up your profile, download your game launchers, you're good to go. We're also going to stress test this, make sure these components work and work under load, and when it passes all that, it'll be headed to you. So watch out for it, Savage, and thank you for ordering with us.
Yeah. Get
Lovely
excited.
PC. It's on chassis-controlled RGB right now, which is basically just going through some presets, which you can use, but, like I said, motherboard-controlled through signal RGB will allow you to change every LED in there.
Yeah, you can tell. It'll probably show up to your house like that, but if it doesn't, you can tell by holding down the button above the power, and it's gonna flash 4 times. And then there's the motherboard. Oh,
Very
why
nice.
I wouldn't if it didn't flash. It flashed the first time. You guys saw it. I'm not crazy.
Nice,
Oh.
I can't wait for him to get it. Yeah. What's the first game you're gonna play on this? thank you. You are very welcome. COD, of course. Okay, okay. Well, enjoy. I wish you many, many kills. And yeah. Thank you for choosing Skytech.
Thank you, thank you.
Very nice. He's going to play Fortnite with me or else. It's a good game. I feel like Fortnite is one of those games that I only had fun in it when I was playing with friends. But when you're playing with friends, it's ridiculous fun. Just being like, everybody get into the helicopter, and then you all just go, yeah. State of Decay or Skyrim, popcorn games when my 2-year-old goes to sleep. State of Decay, that is one that, like, you don't really hear talked about much, but it is a really good game. And Skyrim, I can't believe that Skyrim is still... Like, I can believe it's still around because it's just a really good game. But so many years without another Elder Scrolls. I really do wonder, like, why it seemed like game studios could just, like, shoot out a video game, like, every 2 years of the same, like, title. And, like, now it's, like, several years.
Well, you know, it's pesky unions and stuff. You can't overwork them anymore. You can't make them work.
You gotta pull a Dragon Age 2 where they're just like, I don't care, the game's gotta come out, and they're like, we only have one map, and they're like, make it work. And so every time you go to, like, oh man. They had like 4 maps, so every quest was in the same map, and they just had to be like, we gotta figure out a way to make this interesting. And they did. Like, I'll give them that.
Dragon Age is EA?
Yeah.
Wow.
At that time, I don't know if it was, though. Yeah.
Oh.
True, worse graphics, yeah. I guess that is true, yeah, you don't need to do crazy rendering and mocap. Yeah, we've kind of been spoiled, honestly. Video games be looking better than most animated movies, and,
Yeah, dude, actually. That too, like, some video games look better than real life.
720p take way less time to make than 4K textures, yeah. Also, all of the voice acting now. Video games didn't used to be as, like, heavily voice acted, if at all, you know, if you go back far enough. But now we gotta have, like, several hours of dialogue. And, like, I'm not complaining. I really do like voice actors for video games. I'm a big Jennifer Hale fan. But yeah. Every game company is Ubisoft or Activision. There's 3 studios making Assassin's Creed and COD for release every year. Yeah, I guess that's true.
Oh, dude, I think I got this board the other day with the X3D, the 930. I was like, oh, good luck, Frank. I don't think he... It probably went well then, because I don't think he said anything.
Isn't that slow? No, it's plenty fast, trust me. From coming from DDR4, this is still plenty fast. If someone conceived a kid on the OG release date of Skyrim, that kid could be playing Skyrim right now. It's true. Man, I'll never forget how, like, the first character I really enjoyed on Skyrim, I accidentally messed up my game by killing a random person in a bar who I guess was important, or I don't know, but I took his armor and I was wearing his armor, which that also might have been the reason. And I walked into, was it Whiterun, that first town, whatever, into the hall where all of the important story characters are, and all of them turned and attacked me. Somehow I was able to kill them all after dying a couple times.
Oh my god.
And yeah, I was like, cool, I can't progress because everyone's dead.
Ah, you beat the game.
I beat something, yeah.
That's like a review that I saw, a super old review. I don't know if you guys might remember this meme for Fallout 3, where you start out in the vault and like those are your people basically.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there was a review that was like, "Oh, this game sucks." I don't know if it was. It was probably a troll post, but it was like you don't even get any guns like COD, and the people in blue, you have to kill them by hand. It's like, bro, you don't have to kill them. It's Fallout.
You have to kill them by hand.
Yeah.
Oh, man. That's funny.
I don't know if it was.
I mean, sometimes you gotta do a chaos run, you know.
I guess.
Well, that wasn't even my first character in Skyrim. My first character in Skyrim, what I would do is, because it was like my first open world game, that was like new back then. So I was like, oh, I don't have to follow this quest person. There's just all this map. Okay, so I just immediately skipped that first little village and was just like, I'm just gonna go and find stuff. And I started like lockpicking and breaking into houses and then killing whoever was in there and taking all their stuff. And yeah, that took a while before I was like, okay, I should probably play this game, but I don't actually know where I'm supposed to go or what I'm supposed to do, so I just reroll. Open world games, man. For a while, it was very intimidating. Just be like, you mean I can do anything?
Yeah, it was.
And so you're like, let me try and do anything. And then you're like, okay, now I gotta rein it in.
Yeah, no, it was. I remember my first time trying New Vegas. Before I like I knew about like anything, and then I just opened it and I was like, oh, I can control way too much, and it was really overwhelming, and I didn't play it.
You got the bad ending, yeah, I did, definitely did. The farthest I ever got into Skyrim though was when I was playing a Red Guard. And I really liked my character. I joined the, like, Hunters Guild or whatever the heck the Brotherhood something. I don't forget now. I was going after Ayala the Hunter, and I became a werewolf for Ayala the Hunter because I'm a simp. And then once we got married and moved into a house, I was like, okay. And then I just logged out and I never played the game again. Like, okay, I did it. Didn't even beat the game. Just was like, okay, I'm married, might as well call it. Yeah. One day I'll finish that game. Don't you do a save before you kill random NPCs? No. It's an open world, no consequences. Everyone went north first. I actually beat Skyrim once or twice. Nice.
I wish you could reload saves in real life.
No. For real.
Two blue ones. That's crazy. The coincidence.
Honestly, finally, we've been doing a lot of like black, and white.
Yeah, no, these fun colors. Some yellow cases.
Oh, that'd be fun.
But not beige, not like white that turned into sun damage, like actual yellow.
I think they call that antique white. I have a guitar
Antique.
that's an antique white.
Oh yeah, didn't they come out with that classic edition PS5? That's the color of the PS1.
Gosh, yeah.
That's kind of an antique.
Yeah. I know antiquing is supposed to be fun, but it really is just like going into a place with a ton of dust or your allergies are like, ugh. And then like looking at things that are just definitely full of lead and then being like $25. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
antiquing. Hello, hello.
Hello.
I'll get back into playing Skyrim when I have time. Because that was the thing. It was like during COVID, I had a lot of time. And I was like, yeah, let me, fire up the old Skyrim. And yeah, got pulled into it for like a good 2.5 weeks. And then just randomly quit in the middle. Dude, did you see that BK now is gonna have pickle fries?
That's cool.
Dude, it's so good. Oh, do you not like pickles?
No.
Oh, rip.
That's cool though.
My version of antiquing is drive around rich neighborhoods on garbage day. See also apartment complex dumpsters.
Around College Town move out thing.
Oh gosh, yeah. Yeah, we used to have the free pile at school, which was in just every dorm. And yeah, you could just take your pick of any of that stuff.
My Twitch still hasn't gone away. I don't know if you were listening when I was telling Charles about it yesterday. Just like my left eye started twitching on Monday.
Oh, that sucks.
Randomly, yeah. Not sure.
I had an old coworker who that started happening to, and it just like never went away. Just to reassure you.
What I needed right now.
Again, it's probably fine because I've had that happen too. But yeah.
For days?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or like a couple days, like a little bit on one day, and then like a little more on the other day, and then like kind of barely any on the next day. Yeah.
I mean, it was worse yesterday. I'll say that.
Did you hit your head or something?
No. But it makes me. No, I'm kidding.
Hello, creative woman. Women.
What a username.
Creative. Hello.
I like that username.
Dude, okay, you know what? I've been watching the Ranma 1/2 reboot anime on Netflix. 10 out of 10 would recommend. I forgot how funny it is, and like, I don't know. It's one of those animes that strangely has aged better.
Really?
Like, than I think originally. Yeah, I was like, huh! It's so funny. Then we'll sit on the couch there, and M just laughs. She's just like, the whole time. It's very funny. Very good anime. Highly recommend. I watched the original one back in the day, and this is definitely much better.
What's it called?
Ranma 1/2.
Ron the 1/2?
Ranma, but yeah.
Oh, Ron.
From the 80s, yes. Well, they did a reboot on Netflix of it.
1/2.
It basically just looks a lot better. If you're watching the dub, the voice actors are a lot better. Yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of funny to like relive it again. It's such a funny anime. I'm never watching dubs, fair. For me, it's just one of those ones that I watched originally as a dub, so I gotta keep watching it as a dub. I'm the same way with certain ones, but yeah, if I'm watching a new thing for the first time, yeah, subs all the way.
What if I can't read?
The dub is fine, but you have to deal with bad voice acting. And you know what I chalk it up to?
Then you learn Japanese.
I chalk it up to the fact that, like, dubs, they don't... So, like, there's a lot of, like, really badass, like, women voices in, like, Japanese, you know, and they have that, like, cool, like, dark tone to them, and they're just, like... And, like, we don't really have a lot of that, like...
Wait, sorry, do that again?
America. I
Don't.
But you know what I mean? Like, these, like, they'll have, like, the really cool women in those have these, like, really, like, deep voices and dark, and they sound, like, really cool and menacing. And, like, we don't really have voice actresses here who do that. Or if you do, there's, like, maybe a handful of them who can kind of pull something like that off in English. But, like, not really. That's not really who we hire, you know, in Hollywood. It's, like, you know, the girls with the deep voices. But, so, all of the, like, badass girls in anime sound way cooler in Japanese than they do in dub. And that is, like, my main issue with it. I can't even tell you how many times I've watched something, like, halfway through in subs, and then switched over to the dub, and it's like, the girl does not sound cool anymore.
She doesn't have a deep voice, is what you're saying.
It's not so much deep, but, like, do you know what I mean? Like, have you ever...
Confident?
No. So, like, you know how, like, you have, like, the tropes kind of in, like, anime, so you have, like, the, like, very girly girls who have, like, the super high-pitched, like, voice and all that?
Mm-hmm.
And then you have, like, you know, antagonist or, like, badass girl voice who's, like...
Anti-hero.
She talks, like, a lot, like, deeper in that kind of, like, you know...
Yeah.
Cool tone. And that is just, like, something that we don't know how to cast here in America.
They should give them all a girly girl voice.
Kind of, yeah. Or they'll give you monotoned girl as that. And it's
okay, yeah.
That is not the same thing. It's like, she's cool and mysterious. Let's give her no variation in her voice. Yeah.
That's mysterious.
Where are the biker women? Exactly. We have exactly one really badass voice actress, and it's Jennifer Hale. And she is single-handedly, like, holding up all of the, like, she's Commander Shepard, she's Captain Marvel, she's everyone who's like, I'm a serious military woman.
Oh.
And I'm Jennifer Hale. And I'm also Bayonetta.
Oh.
You're just like, okay.
I like that she wears glasses. I don't know why that's so funny to me.
One day I will play through all of Bayonetta. I'm actually certain I would love it. But, yeah. Just a matter of time. Is she Kerrigan? Oh, that's a good one. I gotta look that up. I'm not sure. No, so in original StarCraft and Brood War, Glynis Talkin Campbell was the voice.
Oh,
that is a name. That's a name.
What language were you speaking?
And then after that, in StarCraft 2 and all of those expansions, Trisha Helfer.
Wait.
I like...
There's a voice actor and his middle name is
Talkin.
Okay. Wait, that's even worse. He's talking.
Yeah, for Bayonetta she didn't. She was only the last game. But yeah, let me see what Jennifer Hale did. Because I swear, she's in so many things. She just has, in my opinion, the best, like, I'm a badass woman. Oh, you know who else she is? She's Ashe in Overwatch.
Oh, nice.
Which, I didn't know at first, and I was like, man, I really wish I could play Ashe, but I can't aim. I get 6 shots, and then I have to reload. I cannot play Ashe. But I want to, because I love her voice. And then I found it was Jennifer Hale, and I was like, of course. Yeah, we owe you everything, Jennifer Hale. Thank you for saving us. Yeah, she's Jean Grey in the new X-Men one, but she was also Jean Grey in Wolverine and the X-Men. She's in so much stuff that I'm only in 2023. I gotta go back to things I know of.
What's Jean Grey versus Jean Grey?
Wait, is that a thing?
On the right?
Oh. Oh, I'm guessing different actors or voice actors against each other.
Oh, okay. Well, I know who you hate. My first love.
Famke? Or whatever?
What?
Famke Janssen?
No, I'm not talking about the cartoons, bro.
No, I was talking about the movie, yeah. Jean Grey in the
Anna
movies?
Paquin?
Oh, okay. That's Rogue.
Oh, wow, I'm
yeah,
terrible.
Dude, you were like...
Yeah, well, here. Never mind. Rogue is
totally
in the third one? Second?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, she's in the first... Well, she's in all three.
She's not Rogue, right? She's, what's her face?
Well, she's Rogue, but she's just like annoying child Rogue.
Jean Grey.
Oh, okay, sorry. Well, yeah, she's Jean Grey in all of them, but she becomes the Phoenix in the third one.
Phoenix, there you go. Sorry,
Yeah.
I've only seen the 3
Oh
movies.
my god, I'm still only in 2020. Jennifer Hale, please stop doing things.
She did Lego Marvel.
Oh my gosh. Eventually, I will make it to Chronica in Mortal Kombat 11.
Damn, she did Lego Marvel and DC.
Yeah. Obviously, she's Ash. Now I'm getting a bunch of Overwatch stuff.
Elder Scrolls Online. She was in Rebels? I wonder who's what. Prisoner number 2. Okay, that seems kind of
Yeah. I mean, you do a lot of like side quests.
Oh, okay, I see. Just
as a voice actor as well.
okay. Damn, she's in everything.
Like quite literally, yeah. Duke Nukem, Trishka. Dang, and I'm only in 2016. Hold on, I gotta keep going. I gotta go back to games that I know.
Oh, and she's in the TV show. What the heck?
Yeah. She was also Sam from Totally Spies.
Wow. BioShock. Wow.
She did Sylvanas Windrunner's voice for Hearthstone. That's crazy to me, because whoever the heck does Sylvanas' voice is my second favorite voice actor. I feel like I hate everything since Shadowlands because I don't get to hear Sylvanas talk anymore, which is my favorite thing that she does. She has this really cool voice that they put this effect over, and she's just like, "Good luck there." And I can't even do it. It's so good.
Mid-Atlantic.
It's like, kind of, yes. And it's like cool and also weirdly sexy. Oh, it's great.
Phineas and Ferb?
I stand by my canceled wife, Sylvanas.
Yeah? What?
I said I stand by my canceled wife,
Why
Sylvanas.
is she canceled? Like,
They...
IRL in the game?
Yeah, actually, like, in the lore. She did a bunch of bad stuff in one of the expansion packs. She was, like, basically one of them... She was helping the Jailer, which was a stupid villain to begin with. And turned Anduin evil. It was a whole thing.
Yeah, it sounds like a whole thing.
Undead Reverb, exactly. Bob, do something. I love Ash so much. Cannot play her though forever. Alright, back down the list. Let's see. We're almost getting back to games I played. She's the Phoenix in Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. She plays Jean Grey a lot. She has a lot of TV too, so it's just like, okay.
Yeah,
A
I
lot
saw
of
it.
cartoons. Which, I mean, makes sense, voice actor.
So I guess they're just like down the hall and like, hey, you want to hop in on this real quick or something? Because, yeah, like, background voices is not something I would have imagined.
I know, imagine she's kind of expensive.
Yeah, right? So, like, to just be like, just prisoner number 2, and it's like, what?
Mm-hmm. And apparently she voiced a hatchback in Cars, Mater Nation.
Oh my god!
Just a hatchback is
Which
this.
one?
Cars, Mater
Mater
Nation.
Nation?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, it's a game.
Mater National. Okay, yeah. Just hatchback, that was the name.
Hatchback. Okay. Well, I'm sure they can't use real brand.
A nameless hatchback. Oh, and she was hatchback also in Cars, the video game. Oh, and
Same
also
character.
the voice of Station Wagon.
Oh my god. All the best cars.
Oh, man, yeah.
Dude, it's still going.
I know, man, and oof. Trying to get to, like...
Oh my god. I seen like so much Star Wars on this. Those Disney
Yeah,
characters
yeah.
be.
She lives in the Star Wars universe, seemingly. It's just a lot of superhero stuff, too.
Scooby-Doo. Yeah, I saw.
Ooh, Bastilla Shan in Knights of the Old Republic
Finding Nemo.
as a voice for Dory. She's got a lot of range, surprisingly, yeah.
Damn, as a voice for Dory?
Yeah.
Finally, a voice I recognize.
I don't know. I always really respect the voice actors, though, who, like, it's not just their normal voice that they can do, you know, like...
I'm looking at you, Crisp Rat.
I mean, there's a lot of people whose voice I like, but I'm like, yeah, you are just you. Like... But yeah, yeah. The other big one, obviously, is Tara Strong. She
Oh,
does a
yeah,
lot
I
of
know her.
voices, yeah.
Cartoons.
Good stuff.
Sophie voice. Okay.
Wherever you are, Sophie. You can't talk for a minute.
Another slide. Okay.
I love the box that it comes in.
Yeah, the shoe box.
I love Be Quiet.
Bequiet is great.
They sent me some new stuff recently that was fantastic.
Oh, yeah?
I really hope it makes it to production.
Are the fans daisy chain or need adapters?
It was cases,
Oh, it's cases. Okay.
and they had circuit
Wow,
boards
that's
in the back. Which
Oh.
is my, like,
Yes.
but, like, out of the way, not, you know, like, in the middle.
Yeah,
Basically,
in
like,
the-
how the King 95 has.
Oh, that's a Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Mhm.
yes. When they put it right here,
Yeah.
it's like not my favorite.
How often do cases come back in stock? I see the black King 95 is out of stock.
Pretty often. That's
yeah, I
in
was
the
like-
active SKU right now. It'll be back.
Yeah. Nice. Do you have the 7900 XTX in stock? Have you seen them recently?
Maybe. No.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I was like, we may not.
Check the website builder. Try to configure one with it. If it's not on there, it's not in stock.
Yeah. Basically, what we have in stock is what's on our custom builder. most of the time.
Even if it's on there, it might still be back ordered.
Mm. See, I haven't seen one in a hot minute.
Same. The volume of like customs is slowed down a little bit.
Well, I figured it would.
Black Friday.
Well, like, yeah. After Black Friday, I think it'll be.
Yeah, it'll probably pop up.
Because I think people are kind of just waiting to see, like, what deals are about.
Right.
Yeah, every time I get Bequiet stuff, I feel like I'm just being spoiled.
Yeah, they're high quality.
Yeah, for real.
Bequiet's good.
And I like them because I know they really read my reports, and I'm just
appreciate
it.
How do you know? Do they just reference very specific things?
Because they always very specifically want, like, my report. Like, not just like like, yes or no, but, like, and the report on it. Like, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he
They wanna
remembers
hear
all
your
of my
opinion.
notes. Yeah.
Wow. Very nice. Have you... I know I joked about it earlier, but have you actually seen, like, your influence in some of these, I don't know, in some of the stuff that you get?
Yeah, sometimes. Not so much with, like, obviously Bequiet and things like that, but yeah. I mean, I've directly given my feedback about a certain case that we used, so.
An SLP one?
Yeah, I'm kind of hot shit. I'm not gonna lie. No.
Not your best example, but sure, sure. Sure. Dude, oh, okay, actually, I have some interesting news. So my sister's boyfriend is finally gonna pull the trigger.
Oh man, I don't know why I want to be like.
No.
Jeez.
On the engagement ring, or
Oh,
on the
wow.
yeah, dude. You know where he's gonna do it.
Hmm.
Fucking guy. I'm so happy for him, but at the same time, like, fucking guy. Oh, Glenn.
Oh.
In the morning.
Like now during apple season?
Ooh, I guess. I don't know what that means.
Hope they find parking.
I don't. It's 11 in the morning. Yeah.
No sound machine in the back today? Nah. Forgot to turn it on.
But yeah, so I don't know. My sister's probably gonna be on cloud 9 for the rest of the year.
Yeah. Thoughts on the new Linkin Park? A little torn. Most new songs are just okay in my opinion.
Hope they aren't watching. No, because I've already referenced this before, and like she would have been mad at me already. And like, what's the chances? I'm not. No, I'm already an uncle. Not from them though.
I don't know. I haven't listened to the new Linkin Park. I didn't ever actually really listen to Linkin Park, so I got no opinions. It's one of my best friend's favorite bands, but
Dang,
that is probably the most exposure I've ever gotten to Linkin Park is just from being in his car sometimes.
Hey, real shit though, like that Transformers end credit scene, like I don't know, man. I felt like a new kid. I just felt ready to go out into the world with this new knowledge.
What do you personally think is better for a GPU, AMD or NVIDIA? Okay, so this is what I usually say. If I wasn't buying it, and someone was like, pick, I would go for the NVIDIA. But I think the AMDs are just an overall better value. So for the amount of money that you spend and the amount of power that you get, yeah, it doesn't have all the bells and whistles that NVIDIA does, but it gets the job done. I currently use an AMD GPU at home. No issues with it. And I intend on upgrading to an AMD GPU. But something like value is very important to me, and I'm not the biggest graphics nut like in the world. So it's right up my alley. Optimistic about the new NVIDIA app replacing control panel. Yeah, that's a much needed improvement.
Love it. Now we're gonna find a 4-way RGB splitter, or make one. No, but this is a great idea.
Like the new AIOs I approve. No, but like genuinely.
Oh, I am?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Is it all the ones that have like the 3 fan, like they're separate but still like kind of...
Yeah, they're separate.
Oh, hell
they
yeah.
actually plug into the radiator, which is
okay.
weird. Yeah.
And then the radiator comes out of
something? The radiator has a little thing that you plug into and you connect, yeah.
Okay. Sure, I'll try
it. So yeah, it'll be a break for a bit.
Yeah. You know, the like the Gambius one and stuff, actually really... those are not bad.
Yeah. NVIDIA is a bit too expensive these past 2 years, the 40 series mostly. My jaw dropped to the 4090 being 2,000, yeah. Like, geez, that's a whole laptop. Like, I mean, obviously you need like a graphics card for your PC, but yeah, it really puts it into perspective. Dang, lots of marriages happen though in your family.
Oh yeah, dude. He was telling me about it. He was telling me about it at my brother's wedding, and I was like, shit, dude. Shit, might as well. He's running. Oh, okay. I'm kidding. Everybody but me.
It's okay. Neither of my siblings are either.
I'm the last one, dude. I think my parents are just my roommates now.
It's like, you can't really compare yourself, though, to your family. Especially your siblings.
Huh?
I said, you can't really compare yourself, though, to, like, your siblings.
Oh, well, yeah, no, they're old as hell, but, like, still.
Because, like, my brother and sister got, like, a 3.5-year head start on me, and they're way behind me, and I'm like...
That's, damn, okay.
And I can say that because I know they'll never watch this stream. Because they hate me.
Damn.
No. But, like, seriously, I'm like, why don't you ever watch my stream?
I welcome it. No, I mean, I welcome the fact that they don't watch, and I don't feel like changing that. I think if I knew they were watching, I wouldn't be able to be, like, my authentic self as much as...
you're kind of performing, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't hate you, hope that helps. Thank you, the King Julian, it does. Well, especially when we used to do like the Thursday show, like that was funny. And I was playing video games and doing games and all that. And like one of the streams, it was like during my birthday, so I was like, hey, friends who don't live near me anymore, I was like, for my birthday, could you guys just be in the stream chat? And they did. That was nice. Plan to get a new PC this Black Friday with your custom builder. I definitely want a new replacement. My current PC now can barely run Google, even opening. Oh. Yeah. I mean, Chrome is a RAM hog.
Yeah, it is.
You really do. Yeah, especially if you're someone who likes to keep a lot of tabs open. Oi. So yeah, probably something with a lot more RAM and a lot more CPU power.
Dude, yesterday I went out to lunch.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a little mini truck parked in the parking lot of the place. And the guy came out. So I was just like, oh, hey, man, nice truck. I was like, oh, thank you, bro. Bro backs out and backs into a car.
No. Oh, my gosh.
Poor guy.
I would so worry about that, too, because it's like, oh, somebody said something to me, I'm thrown off my rhythm. I no longer know how to drive.
Yeah. Other car came out, you know, they started doing their thing. I was like, well, I'm moving. And I left. I threw away my food.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I threw away my trash and I left.
I don't want to say that you summoned that, but like...
You know what? I was not having the most best day, and the universe reminded me that there's always a floor.
Is the Asia Horse Perseus a good case? Let me look it up.
You've gotten some Asia Horse stuff, right?
Yeah, was not impressed.
I appreciate the honesty.
Largely just because it's very much a budget kind of brand.
Yeah, no, it is.
Now, this case is not budget.
Holy crap!
Yeah, so I don't expect it to be on, like, the level of its, like, very cheap fans it sells, which is what I was testing. So this looks a lot more legit. Let me just see. This curved glass in the front is a little concerning, just
Dude,
for, like...
Dude, you know what that reminds me of? Like, those old drawings of, like, when high-speed rails were not a thing, and they were, like, you know?
Yeah,
those
yeah,
trains?
and they were like, what if we could, yeah, it
yeah,
looked like that.
they're, like, rounded front.
Mm-hmm. The only thing that, like, worries me about that rounded glass is that it's going to be pretty vulnerable to breaking if it were to, like, fall. So if you're building in this, just be ultra careful when you're taking off that panel.
180. Well, I imagine making that piece of glass is probably expensive as hell.
Yeah. Anytime you have curved glass, it will
Yeah, no, it's that costs money to make. Is that the most expensive case they make?
I don't know. I haven't seen really any of their cases. So this is interesting. Let me see on that airflow, though. What does the top look like? I'm assuming mesh because they put fans up there. So, yeah, for the most part, it looks like a fishbowl.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I don't see anything popping out to me that looks like immediately, like, ugh. So that's good. But I have not tested this my case.
My case?
I have. I said my case. I have not tested this myself, so I don't really know what, like, the thermals would be on it, or if there's any other, like, you know, weird things about it. Funky stuff. But yeah, I mean, doesn't look horrible. That's for sure. Yeah, now I'm curious, like, what other cases do you have on here? Oh, okay, it's just those two. Interesting. Building a PC and putting 4080S in it. Can't wait. I find it's a really nice design, too. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, and heck, if it can hold that 4080 Super, that'd be great. Have you heard of that tank case? It looks awesome, but I think it's out of stock right now. It might be since 2023. I have not. Is it kind of one of those ones that's like a fun shape, like the shark and the shoe? Because those are pretty cool. You did nothing wrong. That guy was just a bad driver. I mean,
no, I know.
To be fair, like...
I was...
his hands were on the wheel, like, yeah, you didn't do anything about that.
I didn't do anything.
He probably just felt, like, super self-conscious and was like, I gotta nail this. Oh, no!
Yep.
Oh,
Fucking
man.
gets back into the spot. I'm just like, oh. Hate to be you right now.
Oh.
That really helped put things in perspective a little bit.
What's up, Chili Kung Juan? How you doing?
Yo. As I walk off screen.
So, Kelsey Juan, do you happen to have Piglet Big Game for PS2 or GameCube? If so, sell. I do not, but I have been getting the, like, videos of people playing it and how it's basically a... So there was this old Piglet, like Winnie the Pooh Piglet, right? Video game from, like, 2003 or something. And, like, nobody bought it because it was, you know, a Piglet video game. But people have been playing it recently, and it's, like, kind of Resident Evil-esque. Yeah. Like, it low-key is kind of a horror game.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Okay.
My feed's been like 4 videos of that.
Okay.
It's a $10 game going $200.
Whoa.
Yeah. Oy. Wish y'all could build it for me, so it would be so good. Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately we can't build with other people's parts, but it's always cool to try your own hand at it, but it can definitely be intimidating.
You like?
Very nice. Lovely.
Yeah. Wow.
It's kind of wild. Did they not have a...
They have nothing. They just give you the
Really?
fans and say, go out. Well, okay, no, I'm going to give them credit.
They don't give you a squid?
Where is it? It's on. I have to pull out of the trash. They give you a controller with all the ports that you need, but I don't like certain controllers.
Okay, fair.
This case already has a controller. I don't want to double up the controllers.
I'm gonna play it if I get it. Heck yeah.
Like, this is already, universal. Why make it anything less than that?
Ugh. I was thinking to get the MSG Mag CPU cooler. Is that good? Yeah, it should be fine. Most of those AIOs and all that are totally fine. I hear that NVIDIA might possibly be making desktop CPUs. It might be true. If so, then Intel's definitely done for. Yeah. I don't know. I wouldn't count Intel out. They've got a bunch of.
They're not giving up so
They
easily.
got a bunch of contracts with Dell and whatnot.
New competition is always good.
A lot of name recognition. We're kind of like a little bit sheltered here in like the gaming PC world, but like you gotta remember, like if you're not into gaming or gaming PCs or computer stuff, you're probably picking up a laptop that's got an Intel chip with the Intel inside. And that's the one that most people know. The majority of people who aren't interested in computers at all probably don't even know what AMD is. So Intel beats them on like the regular person front. Or the Corsair H15 cooler or H150 cooler is better than the MSI Mag cooler, or no. Let me take a look. Oh yeah, I've used that cooler before. That cooler's really good, but you have to use IQ with it, otherwise the fans won't spin at their like correct RPM.
That's
I hate that about it, yeah. Honestly, I'd go with the MSI over that, just for that IQ issue alone. Universal isn't good enough, it must be multiversal. Man, I can't believe the year's like really winding down here soon. Like,
it happened so fast.
yeah, it's really hitting me. Like, oh man.
Dude, yeah. I don't know why I'm like nostalgic for like 2 months ago.
Dude, I miss summer. Like this stupidly hot summer for some reason.
You miss it?
Yeah. I'm like already stoked though. Like I know we're still in fall, and I'm like, oh man, spring is coming up.
My God.
Not for so long. I don't know why.
Especially in California. Well, nah, California gives you a taste of spring during the winter.
Yeah, we had a pretty good spring where I was at, and then summer came up a little too soon for me.
Oh.
IQ was a nightmare. Well, thank you. Someone who finally agrees with me on that.
It is.
Well, to me, it was like the biggest like when I realized that if you do not have IQ on there, the fans will spin at like 700 RPM no matter what, even if the CPU's under load. It needs it to run, or some other kind of program. Signal, I guess, also actually does integrate it, but like you need to have software on it for the fan RPM to change. Like no.
Yeah.
I went off this ride.
I'll take, but most software that only controls one piece of hardware on your PC is kind of annoying. I've dealt with fan software, the Trident Z software, fighting with your motherboard's
I'm totally
RGB.
allowed, but thank you.
like the Trident Z software, and it would like fight with the motherboard's RGB software. Like anything that isn't like Signal, where it just like takes everything, like it's kind of annoying to deal with, in my opinion.
Do you guys know a good PC part comparison website other than User Benchmarks? Because I have heard it's bad. That's a great. I mean, PC Mag and Tom's Hardware are also really good resources.
Yeah, you just kind of gotta do the aggregating yourself.
Because they don't really have like a lot of like. Let's look at. You kind of have to look for like articles that they did where they were comparing stuff, but I prefer those honestly. Intel kind of in ruins right now. Their 13th and 14th Gen CPUs are having burning problems. Yeah, I mean they were having the overvolting issues, and obviously they're just like really hot chips, but they still sold a ton of them. But yeah, they were in hot water, again, particularly in the gaming community, because of the, like, tech reviewers kind of going after them in that regard. So yeah, they're taking a hit, but I don't think we've seen the last of them. And there's still a lot of interest and a lot of hype, surprisingly, around, like, the next generation of Intel stuff, which I'm not super hyped about. I love the NZXT AIO cooler, the new one for AM5, but it's like $300 US. Yeah, don't spend that much on an AIO. Most of them will run exactly the same, like they'll get the same performance on them. Are you ready for atmospheric rivers again? Boy, am I. No. Actually, I kind of need that so that I can do some digging in my yard. Please loosen the clay in my yard.
Atmospheric river is a word I hadn't heard before, and it's a word I pray I never hear again.
How have you never heard that? We talk about it all the time.
Atmospheric river?
Yes.
Nah.
Mm-hmm.
I
so
only
we don't get hurricanes, we get atmospheric rivers.
The time that I had heard about it, the time I'm referencing is when it was raining like super hard.
Mm-hmm.
But that was probably the only time I had around that time.
Spring, what's that? It's summer. We don't get a spring in South Texas. RIP, I'm so sorry. I just like when all the flowers are blooming. It makes me feel very happy.
Yeah.
Ooh, and then this spring I'm gonna have so many things that are gonna be blooming. Ah! Yeah, I agree, but the new NZXT is such a clean design. Can you look for me? If the Age of Horus Perseus case can use 4080 Super? Let me see. Where is your support?
That is a huge GPU in that picture.
Yeah.
And it looks like it has room still.
Oh, I like how...
Like, it looks like... Yeah, it's not even, like, close to the fans, even. I'm gonna say
control
probably, just
GPU.
by that one picture.
Max GPU size 400... millimeters by 180 millimeters.
What's the length on?
Okay. Well, the length is 400 millimeters.
No, I'm saying like on most of those.
Let's look it up. Dimensions. 310 by 140 by 61.
No, dude, wait, what GPU?
Okay, yeah, it should take it. So yeah, a 4080 Super will fit in there. Y'all are such a help, I appreciate it a lot. Yeah, no worries.
No problem.
Arctic Blast -20 for Texas. Ooh. Man, I gotta figure out, this is gonna be my first winter with my citrus plants in a place where it gets below freezing sometimes. And
I have a grow tent in your garage.
it's gonna be like a low of 30 something whatever this week, and I'm like, do I bring it into the house overnight yet, or like, is it fine?
UV lamp in the garage and stuff.
Because like during the day it'll get warm enough, I think. So I just have to bring it in overnight so it doesn't freeze. I overwinter my lemon and lime trees inside, yeah. Now hopefully, I don't know, it's like, I mean, if I had to keep them in there for most of the winter, that wouldn't be a problem, but I'm thinking it doesn't get so cold here that I would have to do that. Probably just on nights where there's a frost advisory. But I also don't want to lose my kumquat tree. Also, my fiance's worried that the cat is going to eat them.
The plants?
Yeah, because citrus leaves are also toxic, so it's like... And I'm like, well, if he does, he's stupid. Have you ever considered that? Like,
likely.
Yeah. So now I'm like, I have to bring it inside and then put like a cone around it so the cat can't get up. Like,
put a cone around the cat.
I'm in New Jersey and I've had lemon trees for over 13 years. Nice.
Alright, folks. This build is now done.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Here we are. Put it in motherboard mode. Alrighty, here we are. Finished. It is complete. It's looking very nice.
Gorgeous, gorgeous. Alright folks, this PC is done. Just gonna go and get Windows put on it. All the drivers you need, set out of the box, it's ready to go. You can just set up your profile, download your game launchers, you're good to go. We're also going to stress test this, make sure these components work and work under load, and when it passes all that, it'll be headed to you. So watch out for it, Leonardo, and thank you for ordering with us.
Thank you.
We highly appreciate it.
Yes, we do.
You can buy a south window. I don't know if I have a south window, unfortunately. Or maybe. Maybe that one is facing south. Yeah. I don't have a north-facing window. That's my issue. But I mean, whatever you need. Lovely, lovely, lovely. I got a question. Do you think Intel is technically tearing apart into dust since AMD is obviously beating Intel and their 13th and 14th gen processors were reported to be burning at times?
No, that's a lot of assumptions.
Especially because like AMD has had its own hiccups and scandals as well. Like they're not perfect chips by any means either. It's just a matter of what's best in whatever price point you're looking to match up. I'm from the Caribbean, by the way, and I love y'all's videos. Oh, thank you so much!
Thank you.
Thank you. Shout out to the Caribbean.
Shout out.
Alright, folks, well, that was our last build. That means this is the conclusion of our build stream. We will be back on Friday if we have a build. If not, we will see you lovely folks next week. Have a good week, y'all. Try not to just focus on the next phase of Arcane coming out. Try and do something. Don't be me. And I will see y'all later. Have a good one, y'all. Thank you.
Bye.
Suddenly a lot of y'alls. Yeah.